Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Just Plain Living after the 4th of July, but we'll celebrate it for all year.
We certainly
250
should,
years
Sean
we need
Gray. I'm Peggy Burton, and I'm so glad you said that.
Yeah, celebrate it all year long.
Absolutely.
Every year.
250 years.
250 years.
I think we've blown it out of the park almost here in Tullahoma. It's wonderful.
Yeah, oh yeah, it was wonderful. The fireworks show was wonderful. Everything that's happened.
1776, that was fabulous.
And one of the things that I've been interested in is I'm a movie guy. I love watching movies because I think people who create them are brilliant and direct them.
Right.
And the actors can turn themselves into whatever they
Whatever
need
they
to.
want to be.
Put on 40 pounds, lose 40 pounds,
Yeah.
whatever they have to do. They've been doing a lot of historical movies, like about of John Adams and
Right.
Benjamin Franklin
I
and
love
different
that.
ones, you know. And you don't really get an in-depth look at those people's lives very often,
No.
and what they had to do, and what type of person they were.
Yeah, I just want to congratulate the Tullahoma News for the write-ups that they've given
Oh, yeah,
all
that's
those
for
people.
sure.
It's a wonderful history lesson all the way through, pictures
Yeah.
and everything.
So it's been good, and it's not over with.
Oh no, it'll go on all
It's
year.
never
Well,
over
it should
with.
go on forever.
It should go on forever. And what I want to do, and it's hard to do this on TV, because TV's sort of like looking in a mirror.
You're not going to strip naked, are you?
You know, if I'm looking at me on this screen right here, I'm on the other side. I'm sitting over on the other side.
Yeah,
You know,
right.
so this is going to be a little bit hard. And my wife is very, very, very
Patriotic?
stringent on how the flag is to be displayed.
Yes.
And that is how the flag is to be displayed right there. And it is not to be displayed
Any other way.
well, of course, if you look at it from the other side of the street, it's wrong. You know, it depends on where you want it to do. But the flag, you would think, would be that way. But the flag, the blue stars, is always on the upper left.
Correct.
So, you put that flag up like that right there. Now, to me, of course, you're looking at it backwards. On the flag the blue is always to be on the top of where the pole is attached to the pole.
Right.
So, if you put it up sometimes where you think it's that way, which would, okay, it's attached to the pole, but it's hanging down like that. That's wrong. It's on the wrong side. It's supposed to be on the other side.
So you have to move it.
So you have to move it like that right there when you hang it. So,
No, everybody doesn't know that.
no, they don't. But we and it's hard for everybody to understand all that kind of
I mean, it's
stuff.
just like when you're in auditorium somewhere, the American flag should always be taller.
Taller than the rest. Yeah, that's
Exactly.
for sure. And proper disposal
Yes.
of your flag.
And we need to thank the Girl Scouts and Boys. I don't know, do the Boy Scouts do that? I know the Girl Scouts do.
The Girl Scouts do what it did for a long time. The American Legion did that when Bob Couch was alive and Couch's was open downtown, and for some years after Bob passed, anybody who had a flag that needed to be properly disposed of could bring them to Couch's,
Yeah,
and he would take them, save them until there was enough of them
and then burn them.
to have a ceremony.
That
The
was
proper
nice.
ceremony to do that, and now the Girl Scout troop that is housed at South Jackson.
And if you have a flag that you need to destroy
Sure.
so that you're not saving it, take it by South Jackson.
They will give it the proper way to be put out of service.
Yeah, I think that's touching, really.
It is very touching.
And there was a time when people were not to wear the colors.
You know, and
But-
that's another thing that
but it
some
seems-
people are
but they do that now.
You know, you wearing a pair of swimming trunks that part of it looks like the flag. That's not right. You shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, but guess what? Whoever's selling those clothes is making a whole lot of money
I
off
know.
of it. So they need to send it back to your local Legion post.
There you go.
Okay. Hey, what we're going to do right now, we're going to look at a couple of things we've got going on. We have, let's see, when is July 11th? That will be this Saturday, and that will be at the Tullahoma High School auditorium. His story told by her, and let's see, which one is this? The 19th time she's done this.
That's awesome.
19 times. And usually that's Cat Murray, and it's the story of Michael Jackson. And you know, there's a new Michael Jackson movie out right now that's just sweeping
Sweeping the nation.
everything. So you can get your tickets detailed on that. Call 461-0034 for details, and you can get tickets at Coffee County Bank, Vanderbilt, Tullahoma Heart and Hospital, or go by McMurray's. So, and that money, every penny of that money that she makes is donated every year. This is to be for Shepherd's House. And so every year when she raises money, it's $2,000 to $3,000 to $4,000 is given to a nonprofit.
That's
she
wonderful,
never takes a penny out of it. So thank you, Kat, for what you do. Let's see, that's the 11th, and let's see, what is on the 12th? No, that's not that. Isaiah House, that's the 17th, July 17th through the 19th. Lemonade, get you some lemonade. It'll be all over Coffee County, Franklin County, and probably some into Bedford County. And anytime you see one of these little stands, stop and get you some lemonade, because it will help what Isaiah House does, and that is care for young, very young children when they are taken away from their home and their parents, or their parents are taken away from them. There's nowhere for these children to go. Now they have Isaiah House.
That's wonderful.
And she was on last week.
They do great work.
To give us a rundown on that. And then on the 18th, we've got Summer Vibes, and that's good vibes all day, and that's going to be at Jefferson Street Park, July the 18th, 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. Good people, good food, good vibes, a lot of vendors, a lot of fun, a lot of baking, a lot of singing, and a lot of poetry. Right there. There it is on the screen for you right there. So
that looks like fun.
Jump in.
Jump in.
Jump in, and don't forget that let's see, second weekend in August, South Jackson goes country
South Jackson
for the
47th time.
47th time, folks. Look at that, Peggy Burton, and you see that fox up there. You know who was the brilliant mind behind that? Her son, my candidate for President of the United States, General Bart Burton, drew that fox when he was how old?
He had just graduated college, and he was at the house trying to pack all of his worldly goods because he's headed to California. And after he'd been gone for a couple of days, I found it on the desk, and that's become our mascot since that moment.
Yeah, it's great. Wonderful, wonderful. So
it is interesting how long it's gone on, and we have a new Amy Beckstead did it last year. She's doing it again this year, following Samantha Waters, who did a wonderful job.
And had a baby.
And had a baby,
yep.
Right, which is too cute to mention.
Too cute to mention, and a baby. And for those who hadn't caught up with that, the baby's doing well.
Yes, he is. He is just as cute as he can be, and I hope she'll bring him on set one day.
Okay, well, that'd be
we'd love
great.
To see
I can't wait to see him. He's got to be. He's got to be cute.
Yeah, we have a couple of people on the show today that are going to be part of South Jackson this year, and they're new, and we're excited about that.
Always have new people.
They'll be on our show doing
good.
some of their music. What you
got?
got?
A couple of things. Well, The task was to write something about someone who doesn't think they're good enough. And you know, we have a lot of problems in our society with people who look at someone else and judge them before they even know them.
Exactly.
And tell them, no, you're not good enough to do this. You can't do this. You go over there and clean the commode, or you go over there and mop the floor in the bathroom, or something like that.
'Cause you're not
you
good
can't
enough.
do this.
And whoever's mopping the floor and cleaning the bathroom, they're my heroes.
Oh, always, always.
Those people should be honored.
So, I can't do that. Yes, you can. I tried and screwed it up. Well, try again. We live in a world where you can do anything. Yes, you can reach the brass ring if you work hard and don't give up on your dreams. So if someone infers that you're not good enough, bow your back and strut your stuff. And the next time you are questioned by the man, look him in the eye, smile, and say, "Oh, yes, I can."
I love that. And, you know, parents with children, you have got to always compliment them as much as possible that, hey, it doesn't matter, you can do it this way, but let them do it and let
Right.
them find their own success. Often I think people step in and try to fix something that somebody's doing. Now,
How many science fairs for grade school kids have you gone to where the father, who's an engineer
Put
somewhere,
it
built a
together.
bridge or a volcano, and a 7-year-old is standing there taking credit for all that? It ain't
that's
that way.
unfair.
It ain't
It is
that way.
unfair, and they need to be honored for doing what is their best.
If they make a mud pie and set it out there,
Exactly.
put it out there. They might like mud pie.
Yeah.
They might represent a pancake for them because they ain't had one in a month. Who knows? So, this is one I woke up. This is one I wrote one night in the middle of the night. Woke up, wrote it down, went back to sleep. As the town lies dark and still, my mind races toward the light of inspiration. What can I chase that will allow me to blossom into a situation of creation? There is so much to learn. Hopefully an old brain and heart still have a strength to reach the next mountaintop's reward. I pray the view is worth the climb. If so, I'm sure it will bring a smile of satisfaction.
That's very nice.
So, go get you some. Oh, guess what we've got? We've got Darren Knight video gonna be at South Jackson Civic Center August the 15th, and he is,
He's a comedian.
A comedian.
And I'm calling it a night of comedy with the Southern Mama.
Southern Mama.
There
Let's
you go.
see Southern Mama, what she's got.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm looking for my snacks. You seen those moon pies at? Have you seen the moon pies?
Oh, I ate those.
What?
I ate the moon pies.
Did you didn't leave any? Did you bring another box when you left?
No.
My God. And we're out of Mountain Dew too. Go ahead. Where's my keys? Let's get out of here.
Where are we going?
We're going to Tullahoma, Tennessee. That's where they make this stuff at. That's where it started at. We're going here as soon as I gotta check up this evening. I gotta wait. All right, fine. We're gonna go August the 15th. We'll be there. All right, we're gonna be there. While we're there, we're gonna go ahead and do a show. ComedianDarrenKnight.com. Get your tickets now. We'll see you soon. Tullahoma, Tennessee. You better have me some moon pies and Mountain Dew when I get there.
Well-
Here's a nutcake.
A nut cake. You want to see
we-
nut cake
We
for cheap?
we decided we need another show with a great comedian.
Oh.
And he is funny.
You know, comedy is hard to sell in this town, but the folks who show up for these things that we bring in from time to time absolutely enjoy it. Don't get on your pity pot or don't get on your high horse about anything.
Go somewhere and laugh.
Just go laugh, because comedians can do anything they do, and it's on the stage to be funny and make people smile.
He's also bringing several other comedians with
Oh,
him.
good for him.
So it should be an entertaining evening. So August 15th, Saturday
There you
night.
go, Saturday night. But what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna go too, and we'll take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with some great guests on today's show.
This place, where you grew up, where your memories were made, and where your dreams were born, where your neighbors stop to say hello, and where you're always welcome to stay a while,
Yeah.
where your Fridays are spent under the lights, and where Saturdays are made for the water, where you can feel good about a hard day's work and take pride in a job well done, where small business makes a big impact, and home is always a sight for sore eyes. And where the best things in life, well, the best things in life are the little things. Tullahoma Utilities Authority. Power in community.
Smoking tobacco accounts for 3 of every 10 fire deaths in the United States.
Tullahoma Fire Department. Need you en route to a structure fire, 202 Main Street. Heavy smoke showing. Neighbors advise child trapped inside.
Lighters, matches, and associated smoking paraphernalia are the leading cause of preschooler fire deaths. We as firefighters know that most structure fires can be prevented.
I've got one! Command, this is primary search. We have a victim. Need EMS to meet us at the front door.
Please help us to give you a fighting chance. This can be prevented. Contact the Tullahoma Fire Department for a free home safety inspection.
What's a Tennessee vacation? It starts off like any road trip, and then, boom, adventure and thrills everywhere you look, which happens to be some of the most beautiful scenery in the country. Music here, history there, and all kinds of green in between. Come relax and unwind, or bring the crowd for some stargazing, or stargazing. Whatever you do, come hungry and expect an awesome soundtrack. It's all right here in Tennessee. We're playing your song. For a free vacation guide, visit tnvacation.com.
Come on. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Woo.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know, we live in a world where you can't predict everything that goes on, and you can't make things go exactly the way you want them to go. And every now and then, things turn upside down, things get a little bit backwards, and something that's not really real good takes place, and you need MES. And what you need to do is you get on the phone and you call 911, and I need an ambulance, I need help right now, and the guy sitting next to me for the past 42 years has been the guy who makes sure you get help, and that's Michael Bonner. My friend and my guest.
That's right.
Yeah, lived across the street from each other on Washington
Yes,
Street
we did.
when Jacob was young and y'all were young. And
Yeah.
And,
we were all young.
Oh yeah, we were all young, and you sort of give us a breakthrough. You are retiring after 43 years in service. You're retiring from being the chief for the last how many years?
13 years.
13 years. that you've been the chief. So give us a little history of how all of this came about.
So went to EMT school in 1982 and 3, and got my first EMS license back then. Was a volunteer for a fire department that ran medical calls, and so that's kind of where I started running medical calls, you know.
Right.
And moved up here, and then the county ambulance service had an opening, and so I started there January the 3rd of 1985. And worked there for 11 years, but we were getting a little busier, and so I opened my own ambulance service in '88 and ran it for 20 years.
Now that was out of Tullahoma, right?
Yep. And we did all the doctor's office visits and dialysis patients and things like that, so that the county's ambulance service was available for the heart attacks and the wrecks and the strokes and those kind of things. And sold that, and then went back to the county for a couple of years, and then the current guy retired, and I applied, and so starting July 1 of 2013, became the chief, and have done that until now, and now it's just time.
It's time, huh? We were talking a minute ago off camera that you know there's no telling what all you've seen and what you've had to deal with. What type of person does it take to be able to walk up on those scenes and not just be overwhelmed by what's there?
I was lucky enough that when I started, call volume was about 150 calls a month. And so you didn't run that many bad calls, and you had a little time. We're running almost 1,000 calls a month now. We've already run 4 this morning, and so we'll run about 30 a day. And so now they get thrown in pretty fast, and that kind of worries me because, like I say, in my day you could get a bad call, but you'd have time to kind of go back and let your mind rest a little bit. Now, they don't even finish the first call before the next call comes in, you know. And they could be bad. Of course, Coffee County has 30 miles of interstate, and that creates its own barrage of wrecks, you know. Yeah. So we see a lot of things I never would have thought when I started. I mean, I've worked plane crashes and helicopter crashes and wrecks on the interstate with 10 and 12 patients, and, you know, just big things that I didn't expect in a rural county.
Right.
But we're not as rural as we used to be either.
Well, and when you're talking about that many miles of interstate coming from Chattanooga to Nashville, that's the main shot from the south.
It really is.
You know, coming up through Florida, coming up through Atlanta, and all of that up through here, straight up through all the way to, I guess, Washington,
Chicago,
D.C.
and yeah, I mean, you know, that they come down that corridor and hit Nashville and then come across and head to Florida. Yeah, we get a lot of
traffic. Now,
wrecks.
Being a veteran of the military, when those your workers, your staff goes out and gets that, is there sort of sometimes maybe a PSDS kind of a thing where how much of that can you look at before it starts affecting you?
Absolutely, and I wonder myself sometimes, because I've done it so long, I keep thinking I should be crazy by now, but I'm not, and it's kind of a calling, and those of us that do it a long time, it's because we feel like that's where we belong, and we just can handle it. I don't have a good answer. I've had employees that I had one that came upon a bad call, and then they were just done. They had to quit. They couldn't do it, right?
Right.
And you don't know that, unfortunately, until you get out there. You know, you can do a sick call and a short of breath, but when you get that call where a tree fell on somebody in the woods, then this particular employee that just froze. They couldn't. That just wasn't their thing. You know, they didn't expect that, or a gunshot to the chest, and so I've had a few that realized this wasn't their call.
Well, it's sort of like I wrote a thing once about a hero. You know, nobody's a hero without the people who set the situation that you're walking into, and the people who judge your performance after you leave. Because you don't wake up in the morning and pound your chest and say, I'm going to be a hero today. You walk into it or run into it or drive into it all of a sudden, and there it is. Now, how do you react? You never know until it happens.
No, and that was oddly one of the things I liked about the job is that every day was different. You didn't know
Sure,
what today was
sure.
going to bring, and I kind of like that. But you get that wreck or you get that death on somebody's been killed in a car crash, kind of things, and you walk in and you see it, and then you just have to kind of, I don't know, I've got to keep going. You know, I've got to get this done, and then when I get back to the station, maybe it'll all settle in on me a minute, and I'll need a minute to kind of refresh.
Or an hour,
yeah.
or a half a day or a day.
Sometimes.
It just depends on who you are.
And sometimes we do what's called a debriefing.
Right.
So after a bad call, we'll have everybody that ran that call get back together, and we'll talk. And we'll just let everybody kind of express their feelings and how they're feeling about it. And that helps a lot. And we'll get professionals. We had to get professionals come in not long ago on a bad call. And they kind of help guide the conversation and see, all right, who's struggling with this and who's
Right,
okay,
right.
you know. But I've had medics that have been medics for 30 years get on that one call, and it just hits home harder than they meant for it to.
They're full.
Yeah.
They're full, you know.
I used to tell everybody, your mind's like a septic tank, and it'll fill up. And if you don't have a way for those fill lines to get that out, it's going to hurt you. Only kids today don't know what a septic tank is, so I had to come up with a new example.
Well, when it fills up, you can't get rid of it. It starts stinking, and that's
yeah.
not good.
And that's when alcohol and drugs and divorce and
Right.
you know, just
Those kind of things creep
it
in.
comes out in other places, and that's what you don't want.
Well, you know, you've seen your profession pre 9/11 and post 9/11. 9/11 was a horrible thing that happened in this country, but because of 9/11, a wonderful thing happened. The first responders who never had really gotten a lot of pats on the back for what they did were seen for what they do. And that is run toward danger instead of running away from it. And ever since 9/11, the first responders have, in my mind and America's mind, joined in with the veterans to be as equal and as needed and loved and cared for as the military. To me, it's something that we can't live without.
No, and I still hold the military in a higher regard,
Well,
personally, because most of the time nobody's shooting at me at the
Sure,
time.
sure.
You know, and that makes a world of difference. I've had a couple of
Till
calls where
till they shoot an airplane into a building.
yeah, well, I've had a couple of times where, you know, somebody was shot and we didn't know where the shooter was, and you're a
Right.
little nervous,
That's
you know,
not good.
you're like, okay, let's just go ahead and get this patient out of here, because I'm not sure what's going on. But, you know, when I started, AIDS was the big thing.
Right.
We had just discovered AIDS, and it was just becoming out. And when I started on the ambulance, we didn't have gloves. We didn't have any of that.
No.
You know, and so that brought in gloves and infection control, you know, and then, of course, we've had an Ebola scare, and we had the COVID and 9/11, and just one thing after another, seems like, you know.
Yeah, right.
And that has evolved in EMS as well. Like I said, coveralls and gloves and masks, and you know, we didn't, when COVID came out, we didn't all have all those masks.
No.
We had a simple little surgical mask that was in a pack that we never used, and things changed.
But
And
we
like-
had a clue. For years before COVID, you saw people from the Orient over there, from the other side of the world, with masks on all the
all
time.
the time, yeah.
And that should have been a clue to somebody that it's coming.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's, when I look back at what was on an ambulance when I started versus what we have on an ambulance now.
Heavens, yes.
Supplies and things that change and things that, you know, they say, okay, don't do that anymore. We've learned this is a better way to do that. CPR alone has evolved probably 15 times in my career on how we do it. Basically the same, but 2 breaths versus 4 breaths versus 15 compressions versus 30 compressions. I mean, every time they do more research and they decide, okay, no, let's do this. This is going to be better this way. And so it's not a job that you can learn and say, okay, I got this.
No,
Because it just constantly changes.
And one of the things that I think was a great thing done in this town, and you being on one side of this, I will ask your opinion, but when I think it was a very smart thing when we taught our firemen how some of the skills that you have, where a heart attack or something is going on across town from where a service can be, and a fire hall's next door to the subdivision, we can get there faster to start the prevention on whatever's happening until that MES tech shows up. What's your take on all of that?
So obviously I'm a big fan. We run 5 ambulances a day, and like I said, we're running about 30 calls a day, and a call can take up about an hour usually from the time it starts until you back in service. So the math doesn't work out. There's not enough ambulances.
Sure.
And it's a big county. Like Lakewood Park is 45 minutes from here. So if I've got an ambulance out in Lakewood and I've got another ambulance down near Pelham on the interstate, then all of a sudden I don't have ambulances close. So once the fire department started training their EMTs and advanced EMTs, and they have a paramedic, now they can get there fast because they only have the city to cover, right?
Sure.
And so we've had days when every ambulance was on that end of the county, and we've had days where all the calls were in Tullahoma, and that end of the county is struggling. So it's very good to have another medical trained people who can first respond and get a set of vitals and get some oxygen on and get some things going, get CPR started until I can get an ambulance here.
Right.
And that's just logistics that you can't solve. I mean, if you had 20 ambulances, you might could.
Right.
But, when you only got 5, like I said, we've had 4 calls this morning already. So now I'm down to just 1 ambulance for the whole county, and we put it at the comm center. We have them go stand by there so they can kind of get either direction depending on where the next call is, because you never know where the next call is going to be.
But to me, the fact that it's happened, because there are people in positions like you, in all over the country, maybe all over the world, who are grabbing hold to their command of everything, and would not let that happen because it would be transferring power away from there. And you have allowed that to happen in our town and used it to the benefit of everybody. And because of that and the way you are, I congratulate you for that. Because some of the guys in your position, or girls, might go, no, we don't need that help. We don't need that.
And I've seen it in other departments.
Right.
And that's not how I think, right? I mean,
well,
we're
God
all
bless
working
you.
together, and I want everybody to know how to do CPR, because if somebody doesn't start it and it takes me 15 minutes to get there, well, now we're kind of behind the game, And
well, I'll tell you what, Michael, you've done a wonderful job in what you've chosen to do. And in a way, a very, very, very noble way that you treat yourself, you treat the people around you, and I don't know how they're going to replace you. I know they will, with someone. We'll judge that performance when the performance happens.
Somebody younger, hopefully.
Yeah, younger that can run. But from me to you and this community and this county, thank you so much for your years of service, my friend. And little buddy across the street, huh? Okay, and tell Mom hello for us, will you?
Okay.
Michael Barner, give him a round of applause, even in your living room, because this guy deserves it. With that said, we'll be back after these messages.
I want to invite y'all to come by Clayton's, downtown Tullahoma. We try to serve the community, the area, and we try to help people with their feet and comfortable shoes. We still measure feet. We have a great new arch mat. We have insoles. Please come see us at Clayton's and let me help you find some comfortable shoes for those achy feet.
We're gonna fit your style. We're gonna make you smile. Service My husband was diagnosed with a spinal infection. He lost his ability to swallow and the movement of his legs.
I couldn't turn over in bed, I couldn't walk, I couldn't eat.
They were just wonderful in the treatment and care they gave my husband.
I regained my mobility where I was able to go home.
It is miraculous.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
STEM is everywhere, like here, behind the scenes of The Walking Dead.
When we break down clothes, we tumble it with trisodium phosphate, rock salt, and dish detergent.
We stitched together images of our model and created a 3D set that can be walked through in a VR headset.
We're able to turn 12 walkers into 1,000 walker boards.
STEM can create new worlds on and off the screen. What will you make with STEM? Get inspired at shecanstem.com.
For over 40 years, family-owned Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration is the name you can trust for residential and commercial HVAC installation, maintenance, and repair. As we transition to our next generation of leadership, the Stroop team is committed to providing your indoor comfort needs. We at Stroop's emphasize excellence in everything we do with certified technicians, 24/7 emergency service, and free estimates. Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration, your #1 hometown HVAC company.
Gracie and Pedro might not get along so well.
They're standing on my tail.
But there's one thing they agree on. There's a right seat for everyone.
Oh, that's the good stuff.
Whether you're a dog,
Hold on, Pooch.
a cat, a fish, or a rat.
And I'm a ferret.
Be sure to travel safe.
How can you be so sure?
I'm absolutely positive.
On your next adventure, make sure your children are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, of course you know that this past week was 4th of July week and weekend, and a big celebration was had. And we had camera people on site for a lot of things. We're going to bring you parts of the fireworks show itself. At some point, we'll bring you some of the music, but right now we're going to bring you some interviews from some of the people who are responsible for making all of this happen.
Tell me a little bit about what you guys are doing out here with the 4th of July celebration.
We come here to sell food, to raise money to support the rescue squad, buy equipment, pay the bills, whatever.
Now, what does it mean to the Coffee County Rescue Squad to be able to join the city of Tullahoma in the celebration of the 4th of July?
Well, like I said, we're Coffee County Rescue Squad, so we like to support Tullahoma, Manchester, come out and see the people, get to know them a little better, and here to help any way we can, and make a little money while we're here.
And actually, you brought up a great question. How helpful is it to the rescue squad to be able to meet the citizens and make them aware of what you guys do?
We've been in business since 1963, and there's still people in this town that has no idea there's a rescue squad. So we try to get out and get in the community more to let them know we do have a rescue squad and what we do.
And on that note, how many rescues have you guys been in so far this year? I know y'all been out to Short Springs a few times and whatnot, so.
We've run probably 75 to 80 calls this year so far. We've had 3 drownings. We've had 20-some house fires. We've flown, these guys have flown a drone 30-some times already this year. We've, plus our calls at Short Springs, Old Stone Fort.
And bringing that up, especially like with the drownings that you guys go out and like, I know Keith's one of your divers, and I don't know who the rest of your divers are, but how much people I know will think of the fire department, the police department, but there's services like diving that they don't have on hand.
Most everything we do, Coffee County does not have it. We've got a structural collapse team, we've got a trench team, swift water, a dive team, high angle, low angle rescue team, grain bin team. We help with all this stuff we never use, but we've got to have it just in case something happens. We do have to have it.
And if folks want to donate, if they can't make it out today, because this will air on Tuesday, if if they can't make it out today to help you guys, if they want to support Coffee County Rescue Squad or find out about Coffee County Rescue Squad, where do they need to go to be able to do that?
We've got a Facebook post page we use. We try to put everything we're doing on the Facebook where people keep up with us. We put a lot of our calls on Facebook, let people know we are active, we are running calls, doing stuff.
Okay.
Some stuff we don't. We do a lot with law enforcement. We do search warrants and stuff with them, which that does not make Facebook.
Emily, tell us a little bit about what is the Kiwanis Club doing at the Tullahoma 4th of July celebration today?
So the Highland Rim Kiwanis Club has been working the 4th of July celebration for many years now, and it is one of our fundraisers which raises money for local children's charities. All the money that we raise goes back to the community.
And how much of you guys, I know you guys accept donations throughout the year, but how much of you guys' budget comes from this event every year?
I would say probably a sixth of all the funds that we raise throughout the year come from this one event.
But also, what does it mean to the Highland Rim Kiwanis Club, or the Kiwanis Club of the Highland Rim, to be able to be out here and celebrate the 4th of July with the city of Tullahoma and the citizens of our wonderful community?
Oh, it means a lot. We're very grateful to be part of this event, to be able to celebrate America's 250th anniversary, and to do it by raising funds for local children's charities. I also just want to thank L&H Distributing. If it weren't for them and their generosity, we wouldn't be able to raise the money that we do. So thank you very much to that organization.
Tell us a little bit about some of the complications you guys have had this year so far.
Yeah, well, we're out here at Grider Stadium for our Tullahoma Regional Independence Day celebration. The weather had some little bit awkward plans, so we had to do a little bit of a delayed start, but we are just delayed, not deterred. We're still going to have our fireworks. Six Wire still going to play at 7:30. Going to have some cool stuff going on this evening, so I'm hoping everybody has a great time, even with our little weather delay.
I understand that. And what does it mean to the city to have this celebration for America's 250th?
For us, just to be able to get together every year with all of the people that we work for, you know, here at City of Tullahoma, these are all of our constituents and people that come from our neighboring communities that come around. It's like having a big neighborhood block party, but a neighborhood on a city scale. So it's great to see everybody. We see a lot of the same vendors each year, and so it's always nice to see them. The bands are always great. Vinyl Radio and Six Wire, we love seeing them each year. The stage crew, the Parks and Rec crew. It's just a big family get together.
And anybody you guys would like to thank that helped make this possible?
So we have a lot of people that worked really hard to make today possible, even with the delay that we had. I'd like to first say thank you to our sponsors. L&H Distributing is our title sponsor again this year. We have a great partnership with them. Volunteer Paving is our new paving contractor, and they are on board as a sponsor this year. Also like to say a big thank you to the Parks and Rec crew. We have one person who this is his 37th year, and he is retiring at the end of this year. So this is his last Independence Day celebration, and so we want to say thank you to Ian Anderson and the crew that he has out here that helped put all this together. The fire and police department to help keep us safe, all of our vendors, our stage crew. I mean, we couldn't ask for a better group than what we got for this event.
If you'll indulge me, welcome to our aviators from the Army Aviation Heritage Foundation and Flying Museum from Atlanta, Georgia. Our crew on board today is Fred Edwards, Scott Amerson, Warren Taylor, and Journey Smith, and they are flying a Vietnam-era UH-1H Huey. It has a 127 mile per hour top speed, and they are going to do a slow circle back, so if you want to get your phones out, now would be a good time. It has about a 300-mile range, 2 door-mounted 7.62 millimeter M60 machine guns. Not this particular one, so we're good. This helicopter was used during the Vietnam War from July 1967 to October of 1970. This particular helicopter that is flying above us right now had 1,655 combat hours on its engines before it was acquired by the museum. So when they come back around, wave and give them a big hand. for our America 250 flyover at the Tullahoma Regional Independence Day celebration.
HostMy provides modern phone systems with mobile integration, HIPAA-ready business texting, and digital faxing solutions. More importantly, we offer dedicated US-based support, transparent billing, and unparalleled reliability. Call 931-581-4411 today and partner with the best.
Hi, my name is Ringo, here at Barkview Senior Living. They're human-friendly. That's why I love it here, and so does my senior human. When they want a bite, they get chef-prepared meals, and so do I. Movies in the theater, day trips, walks on the trail, and other senior humans to play with. The grass and the grounds are exquisite. It's everything my human needs to be healthy and active. Barkview. A Parkview Senior Living. For your dog's best friend, you.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how sketch is me? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes. Look at that. You didn't even turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you got to get it trending.
No, you're doing it wrong. Let's go.
Can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
We teach Parkinson's patients how to move big and not let the Parkinson's slow them down. I've had patients I've treated in-house that could not even stand up, could not roll over in the bed, left the facility walking with a walker, have come back to us in outpatient and continued their big program and are now completely, handling life. The success of the program is just phenomenal.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I'm an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
I was so excited when you asked if I could go, but Mama said I had to ask my daddy. Met him at the front door, so afraid that he'd say no, but he smiled and said, let Mama get you ready. In a cotton shirt and faded jeans, you came for me. A gingham dress was all I had to wear. With $1 in your pocket and a borrowed car, you picked a yellow daisy for my hair.
That's the way it could have been. That's the way it should have been. If I had met you way back then, that's the way it would have been. You put away your gingham for a pretty dress of white, and I wore a suit instead of faded jeans. Our wedding day was perfect, we loved away the night. Life was filled with lots of dreams. Bought a house upon the hill outside of town, and 2 young people finally settled in. You just won't believe the little little children running round. They pick yellow daisies now and then. That's the way it could have been. That's the way it should have been. If I had met you way back then, that's the way it would have been. If I had met you way back then, that's the way it could have been.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
That's a cover song, right?
It is.
No, but Kenny Rogers and Dottie West did that.
Of course, who else?
Yeah, right.
Folks, I want you to meet some wonderful people. Della and Scott Stacy.
Hey, guys.
That's it, that's it.
And they're recently moved here.
Recently moved here. Yep, we're loving Tullahoma.
Yeah.
And you came right in and walked in the door and auditioned for South Jackson, Peggy Burton's South Jackson Goes Country.
Absolutely.
Yes, we did.
Have I lost the battery? Okay, we're having a little trouble there. That's all right, we'll just keep moving. And, Della, how long have you been married to this gentleman?
Oh, almost 30 years.
Coming up.
Oh, my goodness.
It's been a long time.
You think it's music that kept you together? A little bit?
Music and theater, those are the two things. Until we met, he had never done theater.
That's right.
And so I got him involved.
So you got him involved?
Yes, and he ended up, don't you know, getting the lead in a Broadway touring musical of Johnny Cash.
You are kidding.
Can you believe that?
We need to pull that back in.
It
don't
was
we?
fabulous, yeah.
That's thrilling.
Yep.
These people are going to be on our country show, and I don't know, are you on every show?
We're in every show.
Friday, Saturday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday matinee, and
Yes,
this
ma'am.
is 7, 8, 9 August. Tickets are going fast, so call 931-455-5321 or southjackson.org and get your tickets online. It's a little bit better to get them early, I think.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Get them early.
All right, you two come to us prepared, obviously, because you've been doing music a
Long
great
time.
portion of your lives.
Yes, ma'am.
And nothing could be better, really. And when you showed up here and I saw you on a video, I was impressed because you obviously were trained and ready to go. And I think you're
That's so
writers,
sweet.
is that correct?
We
Yes,
are.
ma'am.
Yes.
Do you write a lot?
We write quite a bit. In fact, our love is writing musicals. We love to write musicals for theater. We've written shows for cruise lines, you know, different theme things.
And so you've done cruise lines?
We have.
Branson, did I hear you say?
In Branson, Missouri.
Branson,
Yeah, we did
not
Branson.
Branson.
We opened a show there. We previewed a show at the Jim Stafford Theater in Branson back in 2018, was it?
Somewhere around there.
And we have a new show now that we're hoping we can preview at South Jackson.
Performing Arts
Yeah,
Center.
so we're
That would
so
be
excited about
awesome.
that, getting
Wow.
involved. That was my main thing when we moved here was where is a theater that we can belong to? And it worked out
We have
beautifully.
a wonderful theater. I've watched it go from a broken down, beat up place to a nice theater, one of the best around, I believe.
I've seen
I
a couple
love it.
shows there now, and it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's really, I have to say thank you, Greg Gressel, because he's a nonstop worker. And, but it's on the backs of many people. We've had people that have loved theater ever since we began, and we're so glad that you have come in to
I'm
help
thrilled.
fortify all that we do. And I
I'm
know
glad to be a part of it,
Yeah,
I
I
really
really
am.
want to hear one of your originals.
Okay.
So, what brought you to write? What are you going to play?
We were thinking about
Faded Jean.
Yeah.
This is a song we wrote driving to Virginia one night from Nashville.
It's just a fun little
Just a
song.
fun little ditty. All right,
Okay,
let's do it.
let's hear it.
Yeah. Met her at a truck stop on my way to Okie City. Flannel shirt and her favorite faded jeans. Well, she asked me for a light, and I knew I was in trouble. And that Oklahoma line was just gonna have to wait. Oh, what a night! Oh, what a lady! You're a lucky man if you know just what I mean. Well, she's 45 looking 30, and let me tell you, buddy, she ain't lost a step in them faded jeans. She said, cowboy, what's your name? Where you going? What's your hurry? You might want to spend some time with me. Well, the night will soon be falling, and that sawdust floor's calling. I can show you moves like you ain't never seen. Oh, what a night, and oh, what a lady. You're a lucky man if you know just what I mean. Well, she's 45 looking 30, and let me tell you, buddy, she ain't lost a step in them faded jeans. A note on the table said, baby, I gotta roll, but I sure enough enjoyed your company. She said, call me anytime, the number's regular 19. Just ask them to find a faded jean. And oh, what a night, oh, what a lady. You're a lucky man if you know just what I mean. Well, she's 45 looking 30, and let me tell you, buddy, she ain't lost a step in them faded jeans. Not one step, and I hope you know what I mean. Got her right now, son, gonna find my faded jeans.
Great. I love that. That was fun, fun, fun.
Thank you.
And you wrote that on the road.
We did.
Yes, ma'am.
And had a lot of laughs and a good time writing
We
it.
did.
Absolutely.
Yep, we sure did. We have a lot of fun we had a lot of fun writing our latest musical too.
Yeah.
And I can imagine.
It's
I
just,
can imagine.
it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of, he's so talented anyway, musically and everything.
kinda
So
guessed.
Yeah, he's in charge of all the music
Got a
and
good
stuff.
smile.
He does, doesn't
Yeah.
he? Tall, dark, and handsome.
There you
Who
go.
wouldn't love it, right?
And your harmony is beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Do you almost always sing together, or do you sing by yourself and you sing by yourself? Do you do?
Definitely prefer to sing together.
We
Sometimes
prefer
we
to
do
sing together.
by ourselves when we have to. But
I think we might have time for another song, but you're on each show,
Mm-hmm.
7, 8, 9,
Yes.
and the Sunday is a matinee. Be sure and get your tickets.
And we'll be doing different originals each night. We'll be doing a different original.
Right. And I just want to throw this in, that we still are doing commercials, and we got to thank our sponsors out there for all the commercials that we sell every year. It seems like everybody wants them every year, and we're so blessed to have people in this community that will support us.
absolutely.
So you guys just decide what you want to play and do one more at least.
You want to
All
do
right.
one more?
Yeah, we'll do, this is one that I wrote for Della many, many years ago.
He wrote this song for me, and on August the 9th, he sang it to me when he proposed.
Oh.
It's called Della's Song.
And
I'm
Hazel,
a
she
little-
said
I'm a
yes
little-
anyway, so
yeah,
that's good.
Yeah,
I
that's
kinda love it.
sweet.
All right.
Well, let's hope I can remember that. Wasn't all that long ago I had not seen your smile or heard your voice so clear and strong. I thought I knew just what beauty was, but now you've taught me a new song. A full August moon shining down on a deep blue ocean. The color in the autumn leaves. Sound of a crackling fire on a cold December's eve. You made my whole world brand new. And I couldn't hold a candle to you.
It's funny how love just seems to shed a different light. Changes your whole point of view. It seems so strange you took such a short time turn my old world brand new. The feel of a misty blue, Smoky Mountain rain, the sun reflecting on the morning dew, sound of rippling water when its first spring bird sings, all the beauty that I ever knew wouldn't be the same without you. A full August moon shining down on the deep blue ocean, the color in the autumn leaves, sun reflecting on the morning dew, sound of a crackling fire on a cold December's eve. You made my whole world brand new. You made my world brand new. I would never be the same without you. All the beauty I once held true couldn't hold a candle to you.
Wow.
I'm a little partial to that song.
I would have said yes too.
Right?
That was beautiful. Did you spend a long time working that out before you asked her to marry you?
It was a little while, yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Well, that's beautiful.
That was written on the
Carnival ship.
crew deck of a Carnival cruise ship.
Oh,
Yep.
wow. Back in the day.
Way back in the day. Yep. Long time ago.
And you're still sticking it out. Nobody's run off yet.
Not yet. I keep waiting for him to leave, but he keeps buying me sparkly
Well, we're
shoes,
just
so
I
happy stick around.
We're so happy that you landed in Tullahoma.
I'm thrilled.
What
Glad to
made
be
you
here.
think of Tullahoma?
Well, okay, I started feeling not so well. I have lupus, and so that's why I don't have hair. But my sister lives in Deckard, and she's a nurse, and she wanted me to live near her because I just hadn't been doing well for a
Well,
while.
lucky us.
And so we chose Tullahoma because of the theater.
Yeah.
And that was really the reason.
That's a good plug for us.
And I
Thank
could,
you.
it really is, and I could
Absolutely.
ride my bicycle from my house to the theater.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
In no time.
We're about 2 minutes away.
And the people I've met there, if you guys have never been to the South Jackson, you have to go. People are fabulous that I've met there.
It
They're
is a
welcoming.
wonderful group.
Oh, it's a wonderful group. I'm very, very pleased to be a part of it.
It's kind of like a home away from home.
I love it. And I'm doing some commercials this year. I got
Good.
involved in that, so I'm excited. It's funny. We're having a really good time rehearsing.
Amy Beckstead, who's
Amy
there, of course.
Beckstead is
I
was
love her.
fortunate enough
one
to
of my
be
finds because she's been singing in the country show for many years,
Awesome.
and she has grown up and directed children's plays, and we have a wonderful children's program at South Jackson and a wonderful theater program and lots of different things coming in, and I'm excited about this country show this year because I think we have a lot of new talent. You're at the top of the list.
Oh, thank you so much.
And
We're
we
excited.
have a lot of talent that's been there every year for a long time.
We've seen
and
a couple shows
Yeah.
that are really good.
And that is so neat that people want to come back and do the show because it's
I love
hard
the
to let
fact
it
that
go.
it's 47 years. Is that what it is? now?
Yes.
That to me, that's just amazing. It's awesome. Like
We
this-
started that show, but I think it was the first thing that ever opened. Is that right, John?
That's right.
I think.
Brilliance of Peggy Burton.
That's right. But give Peggy Burton a hand. That's for sure.
I had the reason I knew we'd make money on that show, but I had been in Europe touring with a group, and we went to Holland and we saw this sort of thing, you know, and it kind of reminded me of what I thought we could do. Anyway, I love it that you guys are here.
Thank you for having us.
Remember these names. I think we're off.
Yay!
This place, where you grew up, where your memories were made, and where your dreams were born, where your neighbors stop to say hello, and where you're always welcome to stay a while, where your Fridays are spent under the lights, and where Saturdays are made for the water. where you can feel good about a hard day's work and take pride in a job well done, where small business makes a big impact, and home is always a sight for sore eyes. And where the best things in life, well, the best things in life are the little things. Tullahoma Utilities Authority. Power in community.
Hey Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
For many senior citizens, life looks like this, but it doesn't have to. When you make your home at Parkview Senior Living, life after retirement takes on a whole new meaning. Daily exercise options, fun outings, happy hour, game nights, movies and popcorn, arts and crafts, enjoying friends over chef-prepared meals. Parkview Senior Living, where you're always home, but you're never home alone.
For over 40 years, family-owned Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration is the name you can trust for residential and commercial HVAC installation, maintenance, and repair. As we transition to our next generation of leadership, the Stroop team is committed to providing your indoor comfort needs. We at Stroop's emphasize excellence in everything we do with certified technicians, 24/7 emergency service, and free estimates. Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration, your #1 hometown HVAC company.
So you've been meaning to do something healthy, commune with nature, get outdoors and meet new people. We have the perfect solution. Come hike with us. You can find a Tennessee Trails Association chapter near you, including Clarksville, Columbia Franklin, Highland Rim, Jackson, Knoxville, Oak Ridge, Memphis, Murfreesboro, Nashville, Plateau at Crossville, and Upper Cumberland. We're on the web at TennesseeTrails.org. It's fun, it's stress-free, and it's good for you. See you on the trails.
We're so happy to bring you from the 4th of July celebration right here in downtown Tullahoma, 6 Wire, a fabulous band.
When we put this thing together a long time ago, because it was all of our favorite guitar parts from our favorite classic rock songs. And a 6-wire is a guitar. That's what 6-wire means. And so we put this mashup together of all of our favorite classic guitar licks and put them all into one mashup. There's about 25 of them. So the challenge tonight will be, when you hear each little piece of guitar music, see if you can figure out what the song is and who the band was that did it. And if you can name all of them in this mashup, then wouldn't that be something? And so it took a long time to put this together and even longer to learn how to play it. That's why we call this the Beast. See if you recognize a little bit. All right, here we go.
I want to invite y'all to come by Clayton's, downtown Tullahoma. We try to serve the community, the area, and we try to help people with their feet and comfortable shoes. We still measure feet. We have a great new arch mat. We have insoles. Please come see us at Clayton's and let me help you find some comfortable shoes for those achy feet.
Service and quality at Clayton Shoe Store. We're gonna fit your style.
My husband was diagnosed with a spinal infection. He lost his ability to swallow and the movement of his legs.
I couldn't turn over in bed, I couldn't walk, I couldn't eat.
They were just wonderful in the treatment and care they gave my husband.
I regained my mobility where I was able to go home.
It is miraculous.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
STEM is everywhere. Like here, behind the scenes of The Walking Dead.
When we break down clothes, we tumble it with trisodium phosphate, rock salt, and dish detergent.
We stitched together images of our model and created a 3D set that can be walked through in a VR headset.
We're able to turn 12 walkers into 1,000 walker boards.
STEM can create new worlds on and off the screen. What will you make with STEM? Get inspired at SheCanSTEM.com.
For over 40 years, family-owned Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration is the name you can trust for residential and commercial HVAC installation, maintenance, and repair. As we transition to our next generation of leadership, the Stroop team is committed to providing your indoor comfort needs. We at Stroop's emphasize excellence in everything we do with certified technicians, 24/7 emergency service, and free estimates. Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration, your #1 hometown HVAC company.
Gracie and Pedro might not get along so well.
They're standing on my tail.
But there's one thing they agree on. There's a right seat for everyone.
Oh, that's the good stuff.
Whether you're a dog,
Hold on, Pooch.
a cat, a fish, or a rat.
And I'm a ferret.
Be sure to travel safe.
How can you be so sure?
I'm absolutely positive.
On your next adventure, make sure your children are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at NHTSA.gov/the right seat.
Peggy, I'll tell you what, I think we've had a pretty informative show today.
Yes,
and
we have.
I love the singers.
I did too. They do a great job.
They harmonize in a way that is sort of old school. It's kind of stuff you used to hear on stage or in the movies when real professionals were singing together.
Yeah, it was really pretty.
They weren't screaming at one another.
They were harmonizing and saying words that they loved.
Sure.
They wanted to do. Anyway, that's South Jackson Goes Country, August 7, 8, 9. I hope we'll get an audience.
Well, I guarantee we're going to get an audience. And Michael Bonner being on today. And, you know, folks, if you see Michael out and about, thank him for what he's done for 43 years.
Isn't that awesome?
Can you imagine working somewhere with somebody that's not home owned, not that you don't own?
Right.
Working for somebody else, particularly a governmental
position.
Bunch of folks,
Mm-hmm.
and staying 43, being able to do it for 43 years.
That's wonderful.
I just think it's wonderful. He's a great man, and he's done a wonderful job for our county. And you know, there's been a lot of times that there was emergency things. People were upset about this and upset about that, and Michael has been a calming force to that whole thing. It's somehow he's just sort of rubbed it and talked it and said, look, let's listen, let's find a way, and he's done it.
He's done it.
And we want to thank
he's
him
a good
for that
man, yes.
For many years. Sort of like Peggy Burton. You know, in a way, Peggy Burton, she's massaged and rubbed on every kind of thing there is to rub on down at South Jackson to keep that building open. Keep, you know, we do a country show. Country is in style, but a lot of times jazz might not be in style, or something that would be done on stage in New York might not be in style, but it's still beautiful music.
Yes, it
and
is.
we need to see it.
We need to
our
see
young
it.
people need to hear it.
I agree with you.
So,
I totally
thank
do.
you
Well,
for what you've
that's a
done.
lot of people to thank.
I know.
I got to thinking last night about Robin Moore and Sally and Bob Rhodes and so many people, Lucy Boss. Oh
Sure,
my gosh,
sure.
there's so many people I can never get through naming it. That have worked to keep
Yep.
that place going.
And it's going better and better and better and bigger and bigger. And now, talk about bigger and better, we're going to take you to the fireworks
All right.
finale.
I'm excited.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching, and be American 100%. We'll see you next time.
On July 4th, 1776, a nation was born, formed under the bold declaration that all men were created equal, endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, among them life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. 250 years later, those words still stand as the foundation of the United States of America.
Today, we celebrate